Alright, well, good morning. Today we're at Kings Island again, and if you saw the 4th of July vlog, it's definitely a lot more cloudy. And not hot at all right now. As a matter of fact, it's a little bit chilly. Might have to outrule some rides because I'm not doing that, but we're back here at Kings Island. Should be meeting up with Coaster Media, and we'll see how this does. See, it's 9:25, so still early entry, so not a lot of people here yet. We're trying to do Mystic Timbers, and I don't think Diamondback's open for early entry, but I'll see you in the park. Alright, well, there's a slight congregation over here, but the park's still not open yet. We're gonna try to run a Mystic Timbers, see what happens. Phineas and Ferb theme song playing right now. You gotta love it. Alright, we're in the park. And we're gonna go Mystic Timbers. Maybe Diamondback will be entrance. Maybe Diamondback will be open. Oh my goodness. It's early in the morning. Forgive me. Oh, yeah, we still need proof of our pass for this. But there's already been a few raindrops. But we're gonna rush back with this crowd, I guess. I have no idea where we're going right now. I haven't seen Diamondback or Mystic Timbers run, but we've got a whole caravan coming this way, so we'll see. Well, Diamondback is actually open this morning. Something I've never seen before. So we're gonna try to do this first, actually. I've never done this ride in the front row, so although I'm sure everybody is running to the front row. So maybe we'll just marathon it in the back a little bit, but there it is right there. First ride of the day. See it going up the lift hill over here with people on it. It's amazing. Last time I was here, they didn't open this ride till 10 for some reason, but so we're gonna do Diamondback first. Sorry for the acne, by the way. I don't know what it is, but it's garbage. So let's run, get this Diamondback back credit. See how many times we can do it, because there's nobody here right now. So only since I've never done front row, and there's only one group of people in front of me. We're gonna try this, see what it's like.
Scan. All clear. That all clear, since you guys up and down here, enjoy your ride. You're on Diamondback.
Well, I'm really debating whether or not that's better in the front or the back right now. Regardless, we're going in line for back because there's nobody in the station. Pretty sure it was trimless. Either that or you just can't feel the trims at all in the front. But we're gonna try it in the back because that was a really good way to start the day. So you can hear the chain engine underneath me. But we're gonna go in the back. I'm blown away. I think it was just the wind in the eyes. Maybe I'm not awake yet, but we're gonna try it in the back and see how it feels. Oh man, that the trains aren't even full because it's not busy. Still getting all this great airtime. It's truly amazing. I mean, pick anywhere you want to sit, except the front. So I'm glad I was like third train of the day in the front. But oh man, what a ride in the back. I mean, the rattle is definitely worse than in the back. But I'm all wet. I don't know if you guys can see this, but especially because it's cold outside. But that's the only part that sucks, is that it's cold outside. So got water on my arms. I was just raising my arms up, and then boom, splash on the splash down in the very back row. But hold up. But we're gonna try a middle row ride and see what it's like in that. If that's any good, then I don't know. I feel like this ride's doing very well for the morning right now. Or maybe it's just the morning breeze or something, but we're gonna try it in the middle. So for the front, you know, the air in your face is awesome. The rattle is also a lot less. But in the back, you can like scream and hear your voice like chatter after going at the bottom of every hill. It's a little absurd, but still, there is more air time in the back. So we're gonna try the middle. We are still in our early entry, and Mystic Timbers doesn't seem to have a line either. So, for those of you that saw the July 4th one, that vlog was basically like half me riding Banshee, but apparently it's gonna be half me riding Diamondback. But this is definitely gonna be the last one. I'm gonna go do Mystic Timbers, maybe once in the front, maybe in the back over there too. So we're gonna see what that line looks like as we go up the Diamondback's lift over here. All right, so having done that in the middle, that was a very mediocre ride. I'm gonna be 100% honest. So I don't think that's moved up to #1 at the park for me. And I'll still take Nitro over Diamondback any day. But today, or not today, goodness. What is wrong with my voice? I really need to wake up. We're heading towards Mystic Timbers. We just did front, middle, and back on Diamondback, so I'm wondering if we can do much of, if any, of the same here. It is just now 10 o'clock, so the GP are gonna come rushing down, but we'll see what we can do. So if you remember from the 4th of July vlog, there was somebody who said Diamondback was better than Nitro, and I just disagreed. And me and him were just talking, and he's like, next you're gonna say King of the Cub's better than Top of the Dragster, and I was like, no, I disagree with that. So it's hilarious. He's working over at Mystic Timbers too, so I guess they do rotate drops, you know, all around Kings Island, the workers here. But yeah, there's still no way we're walking all the way up the steps on the Mystic Timbers here. So let's see how this ride's running this morning. So we are in line. We're in line from the front right now. See, there's a little bit of a GP rush coming, but I don't know. We'll see how many times we can do this.
Happy birthday to the girl in the second row.
What an amazing morning rush ride. My eyes are sort of teared up a little bit, just like on Diamondback from Mystic Timbers. Now my train came back to the station with an empty station, so you can already guess we're running around doing it again. So we are going to try to do front, back, and middle on Mystic Timbers as well. So let's see what we can do. Alright, so I was going to film the funny guy who I passed who told me Diamondback's better than Nitro and was telling me the jokes over there. He's working that gate. And he told me something that I don't know how I feel about. He said that Wonder Woman, the RMC single rail coaster, he said it's better than Maverick. So I'm not going to argue because I haven't done it, but that's just his opinions. We're going to walk back up to Mystic Timbers. Of course, it's a big family, but this is an amusement park. We're going to go for the back row. Front row was amazing, and we're going to see back and middle row. And yeah. All right, so I lied. I walked straight up to an open gated middle row seat. So I've just done the middle. So now I'm gonna run around and try to do the back. I'm gonna ask this worker over here whether he thinks the Voyage or the Beast is better, and I'll share with you guys his opinion. All right, his answer is the Beast. He said just because he grew up with it, so you gotta respect that. He said Voyage is a great ride as well. There's Drop Tower over there. But no, so now we're gonna go in for our back row right on Mystic Timbers. What a great way to start the day. It is only about 10:25 and we've done front, middle, and back on Banshee, or not Banshee, goodness, on Diamondback, and now we're about to do it on the Beast. Great way to start the day. I'm not really sure I'm going after this, but we'll see. They are doing an amazing job with the operations over here. Absolutely amazing.
Ready?
Yeah. All clear.
This is a circuit area. Don't go in the shed. This is a
Alright, so unfortunately after our third back row ride on Mystic Timbers, we came back to a full station, which means it's time to go. Now, a few people have been asking me, you know, do I still like the shed? Because, you know, it wasn't too special. The effects aren't, you know, the main hype. Wasn't too good. But every time I go in the shed, I do notice a different effect every single time. Now, 2 out of the 3 of those rides that I just got, I got the same shed. But each time, you know, I notice something new sitting in the corner or something like that. So yes, I do still enjoy going in every time. Now, Right now I think it's time to go do the Beast. I definitely want to get another ride on Stunt Coaster, but we're heading to the Beast right now. I do need a drink, and unfortunately that Coca-Cola place seems to be closed like 50% of the time, but I don't know, we'll see. Alright, so even though it's not hot, it's quite humid, so I'm still sweating right now. So let's see what this Beast line looks like. Alright, so the attendant said there really is no line, and it's not looking like there is one. Now I've already got a few GP quotes. First off, just happened, they walked to this and asked the lady how to get to Mystic Timbers, which is pretty funny. I also heard people come off and say that Mystic Timbers is rough, so I don't know, that's pretty funny. There was one more, I'll probably think of it later, but just absolutely hilarious GP quotes this morning. It's only 10:30 and who knows how many rides we'll get in on the Beast. Although a lot of people seem to be waiting for the front, so probably won't get a front ride. Never done a back ride. I've always been scared to try it just because, you know, I could take rough rides, but I don't know to what extent. So let's go to the back and try to get a non-axle seat, and we'll see how that does. Alright, so we're going to be on row 17. And pray that this isn't too bad. Maybe we'll get some extra airtime, I don't know, we'll see. We shall see. But there's a few people coming here, so I don't know if I even want to do this multiple times, which means the crowd's catching up with me and you gotta stay ahead, so. This route that I'm gonna do today, I normally do it. If you guys follow this route and you do everything first before the crowd catches up with you, you'll have no lines, so. Yeah, we're gonna have to get on the Beast. Alright, so that was not personally my cup of tea. It's definitely a little bit more rough in the back, but you know, I didn't mind too much, still a good ride. It also felt like you didn't really feel the trims as much in the back, except for the one that's after the straight tunnel, because there's no reason for it, or no option to not feel it. But the craziest thing just happened while we were on there. The Beast stacked, meaning like we were 2 blocks out of the station. So as we rolled back in, there was a train stuck on the lift for some reason, and then the car in front of us wasn't in the station. They were like E-stopped outside of the station, so we were stacked a little bit. And then they moved the car in front of us forward, and then we moved forward, and then we still sat, feels like at least 5 more minutes, so I'm not sure what happened. We're gonna go and try to do the void because one of my subscribers does work over there apparently, so we're gonna see if we can see her. And actually, I lied, we're probably gonna do Stunt Coaster on the way, but I need a drink, that's all I know. So just out of curiosity, you know, trying to see how bad the crowds are today, I glanced across to see Diamondback's line to see nobody over there in the stairs. So maybe we picked the golden day, but we're gonna do Stunt Coaster once, maybe even twice. It's a decent ride. This drink station seems to be closed too, so oh well. Just like how I say at Cedar Point, if Ringaroo has a bad line, then you might as well leave the park. If this ride has a bad line, you might as well leave the park. It's the same sort of gauge for how busy the park is. Oh, there they go. So we're gonna try to do this ride and then head over to Vortex, because Vortex still has trains with about one person on it. So we're gonna try to do the back on that. We'll see how many times we do Vortex, but this does have a little bit of a hold up, but it's not to be not expected. Alright, that was such a good little ride, and now the station's empty that I think I'll go for another ride. So right next, I love when they set up the rides like this where the entrance is right next to the exit. This makes marathoning so much easier. So yeah, I'm gonna go in for here. But yeah, as I think to myself, this is almost a must ride, because this is such a cool little ride, and like with the Mystic Timbers shed, like every time I ride this, I notice something different. Like I put myself in an action movie like Fast and Furious as I'm coming through this time, and that fire effect is definitely like a good 2 feet higher than it normally is. See if I can get it on camera here. Alright, so there's that effect, and I'm gonna wait in line for the front. Just seeing as how this is such a great little ride. I'm sure it'll blow the sweat right off my face. Such a great little ride here. Alright, so what a great little ride we've got here. What a great little launch, honestly. Such an underrated launch. One quick fact, I don't know what happened to it, but on the left side of the car when it comes to the stop, there used to be a little fire effect, or to the port side, if you prefer. You can see the fire over there. But there used to be a little fire that started on the left side of you before the main one above you. So I'm not really too sure what happened to that, but a couple things I've noticed about stapling today in the park. One, not that they don't care, but they will not staple you at this ride here at all. Another one, there's an airplane style, can you see that? Yeah. There's an airplane style seatbelt on Mystic Timbers. If you put that buckle between yourself and the lap bar and push it down, and it looks like you're stapled, that won't staple you, and you just move that up a little as soon as the train starts moving and you're not stapled. But yeah, we're gonna go head toward Vortex, see if I can meet up with that subscriber. So. All right, so as we walk to the entrance of Vortex, and one of the reasons you learn to not hate being an enthusiast, but just thinking things through. Like, I've waited in this whole queue before. You know, now granted, it's not that big of a queue, but like, I've waited 2 hours for Diamondback before, and to think that I just did it 3 times in a row, it's like, it's just funny to think about how some days, you know, you wait in extremely long lines for these rides, and now we're just walking onto them. It's like, what is happening? I don't understand it. Well, here's Cash Coaster. Oh, at Diamondback. It's pretty cool. But yeah, we're gonna try this Vortex. I'm gonna try to do it in the back and the front, just because I enjoy it, actually. Still not a bad... Whoa. That was extremely embarrassing. Just dropped my phone walking up the steps. That's crazy. But still not a bad ride. Yet. It's actually only about 11:08, so very interesting. The park hasn't been open for an hour yet.
You guys are rolling on out here. Enjoy your ride. You're on the 30-year-old Vortex. Be back here about 2.5 minutes. Bye-bye. Don't get lost.
Wow, again, not a single bad ride this year. So I think I'm gonna go around and do the back. Now the worker does not work here today, apparently. But, I don't know, we'll catch her next time. Alright, hope I don't drop my phone again, but just looking around, you know, while I was on the Vortex lift, Diamondback still didn't have a line, so that means one or two things. First, you know, I came on a really good day, which, you know, hopefully that's the case. But second, means it's really packed in the front right now. So I don't know if I want to stay back here or head up there, you know, and give the crowd some time to disperse. But we are going to do Vortex. I'm going to stop filming in case I drop my phone again. So I'll see you guys probably after this ride. Oh no, we've got a little bit of stoppage here, but still an empty station, so.
You guys are all there down here now,
That was terrible. That was a terrible shot. All right. So this time, in the back row, and I might say there's even a little bit of intensity on that. Or maybe that was because the train was full. But one ride that I neglected to do last time was Flight of Fear, because that line comes out of the building, I'm not gonna do it. So we're gonna walk over towards there, check out Firehawk while we're over there. And yeah, I still need a drink, but we're gonna go without it. But while going up the lift, I look over and I see that Diamondback has no line. It's not even out of the stairs. And it's not broken down because there are people walking up the stairs, and that's just... Oh, I didn't say what day it is. Let me explain my emotions right now. But today is Sunday. So, you know, it's not a weekday. So it's not like I'm sitting here, you know, planning for it to be like this. This is Sunday. Wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad yesterday. I thought this guy was talking to me for a second. Wasn't too bad yesterday, but it is Sunday. So expected it to be a little bit worse than this. I mean, it wasn't bad on July 4th. So none of this makes any sense. And, you know, I'm not worried, but I'm just, you know, questioning. Is Kings Island, you know, meeting its annual numbers? But I guess I just pick up a lot of good days. Oh, is this Coca-Cola place open? And it doesn't look like it, unfortunately. So, oh well. But, I don't know, it's time to check on Flight of Fear. I don't know why they still have these sprinkler things out here like it's hot outside. It's just a little humid, but let's go check out Firehawk and Flight of Fear. I'm gonna wait a second for this little sprayer thing because it is not hot outside today, and I really don't want to get any more wet than I already am. You know what? We might as well walk through it, just get a little bit wet. But this is a little bit crazy. Alright, I just walked right through it. There's no way of avoiding that. For those of you wondering though, it looks like, you know, I'm doing the exact rides I did last time, but in like sort of a backwards order. It's because I'm just taking the same path, but walking it the other way. So that probably will happen. But yeah, I ended with Mystic Timbers and Diamondback, and you know, I did those first. So yes, I'm walking the other way. There's a decent congregation going this way, so I don't know. I might have to turn around, but we'll check to see what these lines are. Racer seems to only be running one side, which is a disappointment. So maybe we won't do that one this time. I was going to do both sides again, but we'll see what these lines look like back here. All right. Well, the line does not seem to come out, but I just saw a big group of people, you know, sort of walk in. So maybe we'll do Firehawk first and, you know, come back and hope that it's not out the building. Oh, it is out the building. See that right there? They're stopped. So looks like I'm not going to do that again today. But let's look. Firehawk shouldn't be too bad. Let's look at it. All right, even Firehawk had a little bit of a line. So looks like we're going to have to skip on these 2 rides for tonight, or not tonight, but the day, and walk up front. It is only 11:30 right now. So I don't know. I guess I'm trying to set a record or something like that for how fast I am in an amusement park. The quickest I've ever left this place has been 1:30, which was last year when it was, believe it or not, more dead than this. But I've got to get me a drink somewhere. And I'll check on the racer line, but it's only running one side, so I don't know. And then we'll pray that Banshee doesn't have a line. So we'll go check those out. I guess there's just a big congregation of people on this side as the racer goes, but I don't know. I don't know. Alright, so we've got the racer on our right. The line doesn't look too bad. They are only running 1 train, but I'm just really thirsty, so I'm gonna rush around and go get me a nice, refreshing beverage. Alright, for those of you who may have forgotten, my official drink is. Alright, we're gonna get fruit punch, do about half of that. And then we're gonna do lemonade, well, the other half. That's what I drink, refreshing, lots of flavor. So amazing. So now, I think we're gonna go to Banshee, see what that line looks like. So the Lyrium doesn't have too bad of a line. Don't think I'm gonna do that today. Oh, there's a sprinkler. Don't know. That's what I was just filming, completely forgot. But we're still gonna try for Banshee and see what that looks like. By the way, Chicken Shack, still the best place to eat at any amusement park ever. Okay. So this I do not understand. This has at least, it's down the steps and, you know, in one of the switchbacks. So walk on things all day, and then Banshee, the one who never has a line. Like, this just blows my mind. The ride I walked on 4 times in my last vlog, now all of a sudden has a line down the steps. I don't know. It makes me sad, but of course it's a must ride, so. There really should not be a line. There's just somebody stopping here, not letting us pick our rows, so it's unfortunate. Alright, so that was a great ride of Banshee in the back row. I'm sorry, I still think that's the best thing here because that was amazing. I want to go around and do it again, but you know, when I asked the guy if I could go to the back, he was like, okay. So I feel like he's actually trying to delegate people rows. You know, I don't want to get a amazing ride of it not in the back. So I'm gonna walk around, check on drop zone / drop towers line, and then maybe in Vertigo, and we'll see. Banshee or Diamondback, I still think has no line. We might marathon that. I don't know. I might just set an all-time record for my lowest time being in a park and just doing anything and leaving. So I don't know.
Which time?
All clear. And that all clear is going to send you guys up and out of here. So for your safety, you're at your seatbelt fast throughout the entire ride. Thank you and enjoy your 267.1 at 65 miles an hour. You're on ground power. Yeah. Huh?
Bye, Ravine.
seat. And if you have any loose articles, that includes bags, souvenir cups, cell phones, flip phones, or hats, you can place those on the white line across from your seat along the black fence. Thank you and prepare to drop your drop tower.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's a nice win too.
Oh, welcome back, guys. How was that drop?
That is the greatest drop ride model of all time. I'm sorry, it's gotta be. It's amazing. But while I was on it, I noticed something truly amazing happen. Banshee's line is completely gone, but Invertigo had more of a line than I was willing to wait for it. So if that's not a sign, you know, I really don't know what it is. So let's get this going. See, even though I've waited in all of this before, this line right now, this is how it ought to be. This is why I love this ride, and I'm happy I can do it again. But man, drop zone. I'm gonna call it drop zone for the rest of my life. I'm sorry, it's not drop tower, but an amazing ride. But now we can do Banshee. As you can see, it was just stacked. So I feel like there's two sort of teams that will run this ride. One that has it stacking constantly, and then another one that keeps it moving. So we're gonna see which team it's going now. Hopefully we can just secure our seat wherever we want. We don't get told. See, now this is when I love Banshee. The work here is just like, go wherever you want. And then I'm like, thank you. Good rotation, good rotation. Because the ride's not stacking now. And I don't know, we might have to get a few marathons going. Such a great ride here that I think I'm gonna go for a front row ride on my favorite ride here at Kingside. So yeah, I'll tell you guys once I get up the front, or if I get in the front. As you can see, we're in line for the front, so whoever is working this right now is amazing. Not assigning rows, especially when on a day like this, like I don't understand. But we're gonna do a front row ride, and then, you know, depending on how I feel off, when I get off, I might want to do 2 more rides so we can say I've done 5. This ride is just absolutely amazing. I really do love it. Oh man, it's rides like that just, I don't know, sitting in the front row, looking up at the purple track, I'm just thinking to myself, you know, I remember seeing, whoa, what just happened there? They closed it. But I remember seeing the pictures on Instagram of this purple track, and everybody's like, wow, this track is huge. And you're sitting there in the front row looking at it, and it's just absolutely amazing. You know, I told myself the story while I was on it, you know, my first time coming here, waiting in a long line to do this, and the ride was absolutely amazing. I think I'm gonna run around and do the front row again. Now it totally makes sense why the guy says that the Beast is better than the Voyage, because he rode it on his opening year. Yeah, this is just an amazing ride. It's still my favorite thing here at Kings Island. So, you know, I'm gonna do it 2 more times. Unfortunately, up here there seems to be some cloggage, but oh well. Still, I mean, it's not down the steps down here. I'm definitely gonna do this ride 2 more times, so I can do it 5 times. Absolutely amazing. I hate to just keep talking about this ride, but wow. All right, just come off of a front row ride on this. I don't know if that 180 helped at all or anything, but I think I'm gonna end the day with a ride in the back. Just on this amazing ride. You go up, look at the loop around you, you're just, you know, ready to go. And they should have that station music playing here too as well. But great day here at the park. There's no line right now, so end the day with the back row on this. Walking right up to the back row. Amazing way to end the trip. Alright, so I just came off my last time, and you know, it's still walk on, so I was thinking about going again, but I decided to just relax. I don't know, for those of you who remember, there used to be trims right at the bottom of that 0G roll. Just makes you question, you know, how the ride used to run, or why they were there, why they were moved. But while I was in that front row seat, I was definitely thinking, you know, being able to put the trims back, this is a little bit too crazy. Obviously joking, but yeah, we're about to get one last drink because it's just around this corner, and probably head out. All right, so we've gotten our last drink. We're heading towards the front. Quick competition in the comments. Who can name me the drink that I get? The Tate official beverage. I don't know what the prize is, but just wondering. But yeah, we're heading out the park now. Actually, I haven't done Adventure Express yet this year, so decided why not see how this ride's running this year. So we're not heading towards the exit. Alright, so we're still not gonna leave. We're going to go do the racer, which I saw the blue train run, and I have never won on the blue train on the racer before, and it seemed to be ahead, so I'm gonna go try the blue side of the racer at least. Maybe we'll do the red one as well, so. I guess I lied when I said I was heading towards the entrance. I'm going the opposite way, so. Alright, so you can see we're heading towards the racer. Adventure Express, like, you dive basically right over the station while on Banshee. So I'm sort of intrigued. I sort of want to go on Banshee and see if I can notice it. But that was a good little ride. I forgot how, long it was. Obviously, it does have a sad ending that feels like it should be at the front of the ride. But, we're going to check it out. You can see we're going towards the racer. See if we can get a W while on the blue train. Well, we might as well wait for the front if it's got the same weight of every other row. Alright. So, on the blue side, started up, we were pretty close on the chain lift. They started out ahead of us, and somehow we caught up in one. So, absolutely amazing. It's almost like they switched the code for both the sides, because the red station pulled in, or the red train pulled into the station before us. Well, the blue train normally does that, so finally got a win on the blue side. I don't know, I'm thinking about doing Banshee one more time. And if I do, then we're gonna grab a drink. Alright, so we've got our beverage. If you make it the right way, that's what it should come out to be, and it is so refreshing. I think we're gonna do Banshee one more time before we head out. Alright, so we've got no line here at Banshee, and that's what we like to see here at Kings Island. So let's go ahead and do our last ride, back row on Banshee. Actually seeing as how we started with doing Mystic Timbers and Diamondback in the middle row, why not try Banshee in the middle row? Alright, as I'm getting wet by the fan, I figured one more ride was necessary on Banshee. Now, a story I forgot to tell, because I wasn't vlogging at the time, is that I actually got stuck on this brake run on Banshee for 30 minutes. So I'm just relaxing, everybody's freaking out. I'm like, we're on the brake run, what's the worst that can happen? So, I know, we're there for 30 minutes. They're bringing us water because it's a very hot day. That makes me like this ride more. I know a lot of people that'd make them hate this ride, but yeah, we're gonna do one more ride in Banshee in the back row, and we're gonna head out. Alright, so another amazing ride on the back row. Something interesting, our train did not speed up until we were at the very, very top, which means that's how fast they are dispatching trains, because it wasn't even in the brake run. So I'm also thinking to myself, I've never done a ride 10 times in one day. And right now, I'm at 7. So I think I'm gonna go for 10, because they're running this so well, especially. Alright, so this chain right here is not even at full speed. It can't speed up because they're just now entering the brake run, so now it'll speed up. But just crazy going in line for my 10th time on Banshee today. Oh man, these are the best operations. The best operations I've seen on any ride I have ever been on. My favorite ride here, dang. Wow, so surprised. Let's go for our 10th ride. Back row. Let's do this. And that is my 10th time in a row. Glad to do it on such a world-class coaster here at Kings Island. 10 times. I could still keep doing it if I really wanted to. There's nobody in the station right now, but riding that has left me parched, so I'm gonna grab a drink, and then finally, we're gonna leave. Well, I lied again, because now Coaster Media is on his way to the park, so remember how I said I would meet up with him? So, probably gonna do that for a few minutes, and then we'll see where we go from there. I also forgot to say that while I was going up to Banshee on that last run, as soon as I stopped recording, I slipped and fell. So, yeah, little embarrassing fact. Also realized, though, that I have not gone up in the Eiffel Tower this year in my trips to Kings Island, so figured why not do that? It's always fun to get footage and great views while up there. So let's do that. Interesting fact, this is 314 feet, but that's at the top of that apparently. So he said we're actually taller than they go up on there, but this is 1 foot shorter. If my camera could focus, there we go. What a view though. Not sure why my camera can't focus for the life of it. It's still really cool to see the beast just sort of disappear after those two lift hills. Got Diamondback. And you can see basically the full ride of Miss September. See, it goes out there. Does not look as fast when you're not on it. Stunt Coaster, they are running that ride very, very fast and efficiently. Such a good view. You can actually see the line for Diamondback down there. See, it goes past the steps. And you can see the line for Miss September's. Whoa, didn't mean to do that. It's actually pretty long. If I could get a focus. There we go. All the way out there. It's also coming across to this side. Remember, this kiddie coaster used to be my favorite ride back in the day. I haven't been on it in a minute. There's Diamondback going up. Just such a great view from up here. Now I remember why I come up here at least once a year. That's why I'm up here. You can also see the distance. I wonder if you can see the University of Cincinnati out there somewhere, but man. So apparently we're like a foot taller than what they are right now.
You want to go down?
It's pretty cool. But the actual structure there is taller than what we are. I always thought Drop Tower was way tall, not way taller, but a decent amount taller than this, but I guess I was wrong. I was trying to see if I could get close up on the mechanism that actually releases them, but see, Diamondback still has no line down there, which is amazing. I'm fairly certain I'm done with that for the day though, so. One day it'd be nice to do this and look at the King's Dominion rides, but we'll see when that day comes. See the blue side winning over the red back when I rode it, so I don't know what happened to the red side, but Alright. Am I still zoomed in? Yep. It's such a good view you get up there. But anyways, Thomas has just arrived, so we're gonna walk towards the front gate and try to spot him. What is up? What is up? Where did all this facial hair come from? I don't know. Alright, where are we going?
Can I go to the store here and buy a bag real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
My associate bag is falling apart.
You guys get an associate bag?
Yeah, well, we like go into our associate store and like pay money and...
Got. Alright, while Thomas buys his bag, I not collect, but every time I go to the amusement park I get cups, so see what kind of cups we got over here. It's a nice one. Like ones that have all the rides on them though. Aha. Oh, this is a cool one. It's got all the logos on it there. Oh, it's a little like retro game style. Let's put that back. Only $9.99 by the way, if you guys couldn't see that. What else do we got? Oh wow. Wow, dang. This is a bunch of miniature little pictures all mapped together. I don't know if it focused on that, but wow. I might have to get, I do need a Banshee cup because my old one broke. I forgot about that. These are some nice water cups. What's that? Only about, what is that, $9.99? Not too bad. But I don't know, me and Thomas might ride some rides. Yeah. I struggled to ride Banshee 10 times in a row, but you're saying you've done this like 1,500.
Oh yeah.
Like 750 and 750? Does that even add up?
No, it's not even equal. No, I've done Blue Racer like almost all of those rides. Red Racer might be 100 of those.
All right, well,
So I've ridden Red Racer.
All right, so a little bit of catching up as some closure, or by a little bit, I mean 5 hours worth. So after I stopped recording these, it was about 2 o'clock, and basically me and Thomas and some other people actually got to meet Chad and Grant from OVC, but we all did a bunch of rides, and now it's 7 o'clock. And currently, I don't think you can see anything running back there because they're closed for inclement weather. So, fortunately, that's how we have to end the day. But I'm gonna try to hit the road before it starts raining. If he uploads a vlog, he'll sort of in between. I put the link in the description once I find it. I guess it should be sort of part 2 with both of us. But yeah, it's been a great day here at Kings Island. Great start, great end. Banshee 10 times in one day. Amazing. But I'll see you guys in the next one. My name is Will. And yeah.
And if you want it, a smooth ride, here's a little surprise, baby, because I am not calibrated, they're a little overrated, everybody's looking at you. Wanna find the peace of mind that everyone is looking for, you might as well just find a different crew. And if you want it, a surprise, here's a little advice, baby. Don't go looking for it, everyone will know you're boring, and for sure it's no